Oh my goodness, I have pins and needles in my foot. Are you like this? Be normal. Ow. It's very painful. It's very tickly. Hi guys, my name is Dahlia, welcome to my channel. Recently I started reviewing books on my website, and as much as I'd hate to admit it, I've found way more editorial issues than I should have. This got me thinking about my own writing and how many mistakes I was making unknowingly, even as someone who has training in professional editing. When I mention the term editing to most writers, they tend to cringe, though I'm not sure why, as it is an integral part of our lives. Sure, you can give your unpolished manuscript to an editor, but there are two major reasons why you probably shouldn't. One, it will cost you more money, and two, you'll never learn anything and therefore your writing will never progress. So I'm here today to break down the basics of editing with you. Number one, nouns. Now there are many varieties, but let's stick to the basics. In short, a noun is a naming word. Any word which is applied as a title to any object, animate or inanimate, is a noun, and they also make up a lot of the words in your daily speech. The types of nouns are as follows. Proper nouns begin with a capital letter. For example, Bill, Lucy, Japan, or Mount Kilimanjaro, and they all have capital letters. Common nouns are titles without a capital letter, such as house, dog, bed, or mountain. These are the names that we have given what we see. Abstract nouns follow on from common nouns. They express an idea rather than a physical object. So words like announcement, introduction, exploitation, they name something that you can't touch. Collective nouns are, you guessed it, collection words. Examples include a herd of cows, a team of soccer players, or an orchestra. Possessive nouns show possession. The manager of the bank closed the establishment early. Of the suggests that this person is the manager of that specific bank. Other examples include the dog's ball, the child's bed, or the woman's purse. Each of the objects belong to the person in reference, or the animal in reference, or the object in reference, such as the car's tires. But using the same sentence that included the manager, let's give the manager some sort of identity. This is called a pronoun. They stand in place of a noun. The pronouns that are most commonly used are he, him, her, she, mine, my, its, etc. Your, you. So instead of using the manager of the bank as a sentence, add in a pronoun to give this person some sort of identity. It would now read something like, he was the manager of the bank and he closed the establishment early. Mixing up nouns and pronouns in a sentence really helps to formulate your sentence and make it not boring or clumpy or awkward. Here is an example. The same can be said with other nouns. The dog wagged its tail. Dog is a noun. It shows possession, but it is also a pronoun of the dog. Number two, adjectives. An adjective names an attribute of a noun. So if you wanted to spice up the noun in the last sentence, it could sound something like, the dog wagged its shaggy tail. Here is a huge list of adjectives. Number three, verbs. A verb is a doing word, or an action word. Words like hurtled, thumped, clawed, thrashed, etc. Using the aforementioned sentence, I will explain the doing word. The dog wagged its shaggy tail. Wagged is a verb. It shows the action of the dog's tail. Other examples include wander, jump, slap, or flick. Number four, adverbs. I bet half of you cringed upon hearing that word. Adverbs add to the verb. These are frowned upon by many, hated by some, and liked by very few. If you do choose to use adverbs in your writing, please do sparingly. They lengthen word count unnecessarily and slow down your pace, sometimes pretty dramatically. However, I do believe that they are effective in some forms of your writing. In my opinion, they can be very useful for breaking up intense scenes within your novel. So a good way to discern what is an adverb and what isn't is that adverbs mostly end in ly. If you don't know what I'm talking about, here are two sentences. The last sentence was boring and drawn out. A better way to write this could be, the dog's tail was like a whip, slashing through the air. However, this completely changes the sentence, opting instead for a simile, which we'll get to in another video. Number five, split infinitives. An infinitive is two words within a sentence. Those two words are to, to, and a verb, such as to eat or to sleep. But putting an adverb in between the infinitive causes you to have a split infinitive because the adverb splits it. For example, She seemed to run a mile. To run is the infinitive. Now if we want to split the infinitive, the sentence could sound something like this. She seemed to quickly run a mile. Grammar rules suggest that our sentence structure in that case should be the infinitive, the verb or the adverb, and then the noun. Therefore, the sentence would read, she seemed to run quickly a mile. Remember, to run is the infinitive, quickly is the adverb, and mile is the noun. Because this sounds terrible, writers like to split the infinitive or completely rearrange the sentence. There is always a better verb that could tighten up your sentences, such as she sprinted a mile. Short, sharp, and just the way your editor will like it. Number 6. Prepositions. Prepositions are words that link nouns, pronouns, or phrases to other words in a sentence. Think the small stuff. Words like with, at, from, into, in, during. But make sure you're using the correct preposition so that you do not confuse your reader. For example, she works at the bookstore. The at is a preposition. But if you were to use something else, it could sound like this. She works in the bookstore. Now this sentence isn't wrong, it just seems a little bit awkward. Number 7, conjunctions. For some reason I always spell this word wrong. I always write conjunctions. I don't know why. Conjunctions connect clauses or sentences. They also bring words in a sentence together. A clause is a group of words that include a subject and a verb. This is different from a phrase because normally it's just a subject within a phrase and not a verb. Clauses can also be dependent and independent. Here's a photo to describe what I mean, but don't fret, I will be going further into this in another video. This is a sentence without conjunctions. My name is Dahlia. I live in Australia. I love to write. And this is the same sentence with conjunctions. I'm an Australian named Dahlia and I love to write. The and after the comma is your preposition. Other conjunctions commonly used are because, yet, or, but, so, neither. So that concludes part 1 of basic parts of speech. If you have any questions or want me to cover a specific topic, please comment down below or find me on any of my social media accounts. The links will be down below in the description bar. For those of you who are still interested, you can read some of my unedited work on my website. The link is down below with all the rest and also up above. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe if you like this video and you want to see more. I post writerly videos on Thursdays. Thank you for joining me today and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye!